Hello. Hi there. I'm Daniel. Welcome to the second ever CharismaToAC info dump. It's a new year, 2016. It's passed. We made it. Now, in the year of 2017, we need to talk about what's going to happen with the channel. So, to do so, let's talk about what we already got going. And what we already got going on the channel is, as you may be able to tell by looking next to my head somewhere. It's out here, I think. Yeah, out here. What we got going is Burning Wheel and A Song of Tara. A Song of Tara, of course, being Werewolf the Apocalypse. So, about those games. What's gonna happen in the future? Well, nothing much and everything. A Song of Tara is going to continue as you know it and as you love it. There will be lots more werewolving and howling at the moon in the future. Don't you worry about that. Burning Wheel is coming up on its end. We're going to record one more session of Burning Wheel, round off the campaign, and in the future we may return to Burning Wheel. Actually, we're more than likely going to return to Burning Wheel, see more Burning Wheel on this channel. It might be the same characters, might be the same setting, might be different characters, different setting, everything could happen. Burning Wheel, it's gonna happen in the future somehow. But that's what's up with those two shows, and that's why you have not seen any new Burning Wheel episodes, is because we're trying to schedule a time to have like an extra long wrap-up session of that campaign. Aside from those two shows, you may have noticed, if you've been following the channel, that a new thing has popped up, secretly snuck its way into the video gallery. And you may have noticed that we will be having a new show featured on the channel in the future called Hereticus. That is true, we will. But that's not the only thing we'll be having in the future. We will be bringing two new shows to the channel, Hereticus and Masks: A New Generation. Hereticus is a Warhammer 40,000 Dark Heresy campaign. Now, that may mean something to some of you, and in case it doesn't, allow me to briefly introduce what this is. Because Warhammer 40,000 Dark Heresy, what? Yeah. So Warhammer 40,000, in a nutshell, I'm going to be brief about it, is the biggest cheese factory to ever grace sci-fi. It is a world, a setting in which humanity has become like this morally, technologically, and culturally bankrupt, fascist, and heavily indoctrinated over like fanatical entity that exists in the galaxy. And they believe in their divine right to rule everything, and consequently they have constructed for themselves a humongous empire of humanity, also known as the Imperium. And the game is essentially about the conflicts that happen between humankind, the quote-unquote, air quotes, good and proper and honorable humankind who follow the zealous teachings and indoctrination of the Imperium, and anyone who are different or thinks different. That's the conflict in that universe. And in this game, we will be seeing a bunch of so-called inquisitorial acolytes, from which you may be able to garner that they are the acolytes of an inquisition. Correct. Good. Like cookie for you. Who will be venturing out and like diving into the smelly armpit of the Imperium and like rooting out heresy and witchcraft and mutation and anything that is offensive to the holy image of the divine figure of the Imperium, the holy god emperor of mankind. It's gonna be a game of loads of like weird perspective and like highly fundamentalist opinions and like just like gross fascism, and it's gonna be delightful in its own creepy, overly dark and cheesy way. So definitely stay tuned for Hereticus. It's going to be a blast. The second show that's coming up, as I mentioned, is Masks: A New Generation. Now, you may not be familiar with Masks: A New Generation because it is a very new game. So let's spell it out. In a nutshell, Masks: A New Generation is a game about playing teenage superheroes. If that sounds awesome, it is. But the twist of the show is that it is not just about awesome. The game is not just about the awesomeness of being a teenage superhero. It is about the crushing burden of being a teenager, added to that the crushing burden of being a superhero and having like the extra set of responsibilities. It's also a game about self-identification. It is a game about growing up and like finding your niche. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of superhero hijinks coupled with a lot of good drama in that show. For Mastery, we're bringing in 2 new faces that you've never seen. I just realized 2 new faces is the wrong phrasing. We've never really seen anyone except for this Merc on the channel. But yeah, so just to put a pin in that, we've not talked about changing that, so like that's not me alluding to a change in the format. What I mean to say is 2 new people will be joining the cast of the channel to play with us on Mask: A New Generation. And that show is going to be up sooner than you think. We've already had our first technical issues, as you do whenever you launch a show. But we've ironed out what kinks we can, and hope to bring some delightful superheroing to you in the future. So that's really it, I guess, for the new shows on the channel. What's there to I guess you're looking good. I hope you have a delightful 2017. I might be taking up streaming in this new year. I made it my New Year's resolution to do so. I guess what I'm trying to say is I might be featuring VODs of what I stream on the channel, and we'll kind of take it from there, I guess, and see what the reception is. And it's a year of new things, and I never really have any concrete plans for the direction of the channel. I just kind of hip shoot it because I got like other things I also need to do. I can't pretend like I know completely what I'm doing. In fact, I think I don't know what I'm doing. I made a joke about this the other day. It's probably going to be my epitaph. All the same, even though I don't know what I'm doing, I hope you continue to feel like you have a reason to come back to this channel, because we here at CharismaToAC would love to see you return. And we hope that we will be able to continue to bring enjoyment and entertainment to those of you who have been following us, and to anyone and everyone who comes to find our channel. Role-playing games, just awesome, and we're happy to be able to bring and share what joy we find in playing them to all of you. So thank you so very much for tuning in to CharismaToAC, and I guess this is the end of the first 2017 info dump. So thanks a lot, and catch you later.